I could get my roots colored. And in the spirit of BS free, which is what Kamala Life has always tried to be, I was like, too many of us spend way too much time, straighten up here, too many of us spend way too much time hiding the aging process. And I think that's part of the problem. I think we have given into a marketing spiel that tells us it's bad, conceal it, spend billions of dollars on it, how convenient. And then, and then you'll feel wonderful. And most of us spend more and more and more and feel quite shit, actually. So I thought in this video, I would run you through what aging is beginning to look like for me. And part of it's twofold. One is I don't think anybody should feel alone in this. We all have different stuff going on. For some of us, it happens in our 30s. For some of us, it happens in our 60s. But we're all going to get there eventually. And secondly, I think it's a chance to come together and celebrate what is good about our changing bodies and things like that. And I'll get to that. And I promise that I'm not drinking, so I'm not making this positive shit up. I actually believe it. So let me start from the top. So as I mentioned, I've been graying. You can see it. I've been graying since I was in my 20s, and coloring. This stuff right in front here, this is new. And it bothers me. The ones in front bother me. So I'm trying to fix those. If you have beautiful hair in your 20s, enjoy it, because your hair does change. People warned me about it and I didn't really know what that meant, but it generally gets drier and brittle. My hair tends to fall a lot. It really, really worried me, and now I've sort of made my peace with it. I went to a ton of doctors. I tried a bunch of different things. And there are some solutions out there that work, but if you're going against aging, you're going against genetics, you best start getting into hats. If hair is a big part of your identity, like it is for many Indian women. Let's see, going down the skin, skin changes. You get more sensitive to things like light. I've started developing, I think, what is some sort of rosacea, which is new. A lot of people experience pigmentation. For us brown people, there's redness, freckles, wrinkles, good old wrinkles. I'm getting a big one down here, which, to be honest, I will probably fill in eventually when I find the right person. There's no shame in any of that. That's actually something that I wanted to point out, because as long as you are looking in the mirror and living by your standards of beauty, which for me is dyeing this and maybe filling in this, you're golden. It's when we start buying into what other people want and what we think we should look like for the rest of the world that we start getting into trouble, because that, my friend, is a slippery slope that will take you nowhere. Moving down the body, the body changes, the metabolism slows down. Your benders from the 20s, when you could eat a burrito and go to bed at 4 in the morning and wake up and still have a flat stomach, that doesn't happen so much anymore. There's more wear and tear. Stuff that you did to yourself in your 20s and your 30s starts showing up. You've heard me talk about how I have torn labrums, I have a little bit of joint pain. I can't push myself the way I used to. And that hurts the ego a little bit, but when you work through that, it's actually not that big a deal. Your digestion changes, you're more sensitive to things, you don't lose weight quite as easily, which frustrates a lot of people, including me. Sounds like a real fucking picnic, right? I have on my stomach, I don't know if you can see it, I have little like mom belly lines, which, I don't love, but I fucking love the beach too much, so you're not getting me out of a bikini. No lines are scary enough for that. Your hormones change, sleep becomes harder. And this is not just for women, by the way, it happens to men as well. We just talk about it more for women. Men experience a drop in testosterone, and it's called andropause, and it's real. I mean, we call it menopause for fun, and I have many videos on it, but it's the balding, it's the lack of muscle tone, it's the dip in that macho sort of I can take on the world feeling. And it's okay. It's all natural and it happens to all of us. And like I said, if we talk about it, then there's less of this feeling of, oh my God, I have to hide what's going on with me. So we have two options. One is we can fear and hide and resent it, these changes. or two, we can roll with it. And I'm gonna go with the latter. And one of the reasons I can do that is because I look back at my life now at 41 and I am so much happier. I'm so much wiser. I don't have a single asshole in my life. I have flushed them all out. I'm smart enough to know that I'm only investing my time and my energy in things that I give a gargantuan shit about. And that's a novelty, right? Remember the crap we did in our 20s? God, I'll take that back. And by that I mean things and partners. That the only standard of beauty that matters is my own. So if I want to color my hair green and if I want to get my boobs lifted, because gravity and boobs are not friends after a certain age, or maybe they're too friendly, I don't know, you know what I mean. That, as long as I'm doing it for me, that's all that matters. And that is a lesson that I learned fairly recently, actually, and I'm sure it'll hold me in good stead going forward. So the whole point of this video is we're all going through it together. Don't hide it. Think about all the stuff that's so great about being older, like having more money and not having to drink wine out of a box. Hey, there's a perk. Cheers.